comfort zone a little bit. So I always tell you too, and I put that all on the sheet, what shoots are more fun and upbeat and what shoots are a little more serious and edgy. The reason I put that on there is I want you to think about that and take that into consideration when you are picking and choosing what shoots you want to do. It's not just about what the subject matter of the shoot, it's also what kind of feel that we're doing for the shoot. For example, if you cannot pull off edgy to save your life, don't be like, edgy shoot. Okay, you can, but I want you to be aware that what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do things. And I'm gonna be here every step of the way to work with you, so I don't want you to feel like you can't do things, because I do want you to go out of your comfort zone and to be able to try and do things that you wouldn't normally do. That is the whole point of this, is to have fun.
Right.
F-U-N. It is supposed to be fun. I want you to have a good time. I want you to have a good experience. I want you to be happy with your images. If I put images on your app that you don't like, you need to let me know. Or if I might look at your Instagram after we've done 3 shoots and you've shared 0 photos. I'm going to say to you, were you not happy with the photos? You know what's going on, and are there other photos that you'd rather me put on there for you? Because I want you to be happy with them. I want you to share them.
Right.
After I'm taking photos, sometimes I will turn the camera around. It really does help for you to see what you look like and to see what we're doing in front of the camera, so that way you can see how the images are turning out. Because if you realize, I really don't like my head from that angle, shoot me from this way instead. It's like little things. I want you to be happy with your images, and I want you to have a good time. Because when you are happy with your images, you will share them and you will be confident in yourself because of them. And it's about fun. I don't want you to stress out. I don't want you to compare yourself to other people. That's not what this is about. This is about a good time. And that is the big thing. Yes?
Yes.
Question?
I'm going to also pimp my wife out here, though.
Oh,
She
really?
is a lighting and a posing master. I'm not going to lie. You're going to be in this studio, and you're going to think it's so awkward. She's going to have sparkly things hanging down. You're like, what in the world is this? And she's going to take that photo. She's going to show you the back of the camera, and you're going to be like, what? How did that happen? Because she has the light and she has the angle, and it just looks stupid. I'm like, what?
Okay, stupid good, though.
Yeah, stupid
Okay,
good.
there you go.
Yeah, I mean, she can even maybe make me look good. So I'm just maybe.
But yeah, it's fun. And that's what I want you to do, and I want you to have. And that's one of the reasons why I do these creative fun things. Because I can't just do regular photos all the time. Just like you guys can't go to school and do schoolwork all the time. You have to have fun. I have to be able to do things that I think are fun, and that I just want to try. You guys are like my guinea pigs. So I get to do all the fun stuff with you. But at the same time, that's why I'm giving you the opportunity to pick and choose some of the shoots that you want to do. So that way, you will pick the ones that you're interested the most. So maybe 11 of you pick the same shoot. I guess we're doing 11 people at that shoot. That's fine. But those are all things that we'll go through ahead of time. We're going to be starting to schedule to pick days that you want to do your sessions for. I'm going to be sending that information out to you in a calendar so you can kind of go through it. You can look at the days and look at the times for your shoot. I know it's very difficult for you to pick, especially seniors, 5 months in advance for your pictures. Do not fear. If something comes up, which it does a lot, you're all of a sudden you got cast in a show and that's Tech Week, or you've got a meet that got switched from this day to this day. I work with my ambassadors a lot more because you guys, a lot of the stuff that we're doing, we're booking ahead of time. And you have to look, you have to be like psychic from 4 months into the future. Like, oh, I know I'll be free 5 months from now on Tuesday at 3. So we can switch things around. We can move them around.
But also be respectful.
Yes, like for example,
If you just had a bad hair day, show up anyway.
oh yeah, it's like okay, so you spilled coffee that morning and you're crying now. Calm down, and you can
Yeah.
still come in. Because I do pay the hair and makeup stylists in advance for the day that you choose. It can be moved if there's an emergency, you are sick, there's weather. But please just be respectful, give me notice, because those ladies do block out that amount of time in their schedule. They are professionals, they have families, and they deserve that same respect. So
And
just
as you
make
heard
sure-
earlier, her schedule's kind of crazy. So when we have to not do a shoot, it's really hard to get that shoot back into the calendar. So
Yeah,
we don't
so
want to.
if it looks like in advance that you're gonna have to move it to a different day, we can do that. So I'm completely willing to work with you. When you have your session, at that time, we will book the day of your ordering appointment. So that will be the day that you will come in. I will give you the available days that I have. You will pick a day and a time, then you will come in with either, mom, dad. If you really know that grandma's gonna wanna have a say-so, bring grandma and make sure that everybody that needs to be there for that appointment is there. Ta-da. Do you have any questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
So before the shoots, we're gonna know what they're supposed to wear?
Yep.
Or are we gonna bring that, or will that
Ah.
be here, or?
Good questions okay, so this is what we did. I took the questionnaires you have. Based on some of those questions, it gives me a little bit of an idea on what kind of personality I think that you kind of have and what you're comfortable with and what you want people to see, how you want people to see you. What I'm going to have you do, girls, is you're going to be creating a mood board. Now, I don't want you to focus on seeing your pictures for your mood board. That is not what your mood board is for. Your mood board is more of a personality board. I actually should call it a person. That's genius. Mark that down. Personality board. What I want you to do is show me. For example, I'm gonna put somebody on the spot real quick.
Is it me?
No.
Oh.
You're like 45. You're way past being a senior. Okay, so Melissa. Hi. Yay. Okay, so tell me what you would want your senior pictures to look like. Where would you want to go? What would you want to do?
Somewhere outside.
Okay, outside. What else?
Park. Like style-wise.
Yeah, just throw some stuff out.
Okay. Sort of preppy.
Now is that because that's just kind of how you
That's
are?
kind of my style.
Okay, Jessica, how about you? It's okay if you have no idea.
I don't know.
Megan.
I love flowers, and I'm
Okay.
very vintagey looking. Like my prom dress last year was like
I
had like
saw that. That was
yeah,
so
it was
awesome.
like
I love that.
it was like vintage tapestry, pretty much with sparkles, which that's kind of just
Okay.
as far as I am.
Somewhere like in a field with a lot of flowers and like a lacy outfit and
Ooh,
cowgirl
lacy
boots.
Cowgirl boots. She was like specific.
Wow, they're not helping you though, are they?
Go on over here. What do you think?
I like the rural areas, but I also like the modern look of like bricks and like dirt and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like I could see something that's like so like futurized, and then you see it in like the older.
Oh, see, so you guys got us. Okay, so this is the thing, is that you guys have different parts of your personalities. You can bring as many of those aspects in from your personality into your image as you like. For example, Guinevere, if you want to do something with ballet in your pictures, you can do that. Elizabeth or Megan, if you want to do something, just go with theater, because I know theater and dancing and singing and things are big parts of who you are. You can bring those aspects in. For example, my top level girls, you guys have like 9 outfit changes. That could be like, this is my silly side, this is my serious side, this is my theater side, this is my I want to try something crazy side, this is my sweet, these are pictures for grandma side, because there are grandma pictures. Here on up, doing that. I don't care how, we could do an amazing picture with the sunlight's coming in, and you're going like this, and grandma would be like, that's all right. Oh God, look at that one. She looks so amazing, where you're just going. Grandma, if it's from here to here, your teeth are showing, and she can see your eyeballs. Grandma is going to think that's the best thing in the world. Just telling you. You mark my words. When ordering sessions come along, I'm telling you. Anyway, you will create a personality board. That is, I want you to put pictures on that of things that interest you, things that you like. Now, for example, I like parks and flowers too. I could care less about getting my picture taken by them. I don't care about that. My personality would be, if I had to pick a board that described my personality, it would be very colorful. I like wearing clothes that, well, not in the winter.
Tim Burton.
I love skirts. I have some African print skirts that I bought off of Amazon. They're like high-waisted and they're really big and poofy and they're very colorful. Part of my personality is very, very bright, very colorful, so that would be something. I love up north in like the UP. I would do something probably like in a river with like big tall trees and woodsy by the beaches and by the sand, because I just have really good memories there. You can use things like that. So you will create a board like that for me.
Tell them
It is-
about Ren.
Ren's pictures. We did her pictures at Dave & Buster's because she loves anime. She is all about that kind of stuff. She's got like silver skirts, jackets with patches on it, like anime characters all over. So she did her pictures with the bright colorfulness of Dave & Buster's. And then she wanted to do another part of her personality that was in homage to her favorite 80s horror films. So we literally did a Camp Crystal Lake horror outfit in the middle of the park with an axe during camp week,
It
unfortunately.
was Boy Scout camp.
It was Girl Scout day
Girl-
camp,
oh,
and we're walking through the park with an axe, and I'm trying to cover it with my sweater, and I'm like, we're gonna get arrested. And she's like standing there holding this axe, and then when little girls walk by, we're like,
Yeah. But these are all based on her mood board and
her mom was
what
just
she
like,
likes.
yeah, she loves it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Well, she did ones too, where she
Yeah.
wanted to look like she was dressed all in black. It was a favorite video game character.
Yeah.
I don't care how weird it is. I've done it. Okay.
But there weren't pictures out there of seniors having their photos taken like this. It's not like she went online and found photos of, oh, look at these senior photos I want to
no,
copy.
you can't find
No.
those photos.
She said she was grabbing pictures of, I don't know,
She was
anime
grabbing,
characters
like,
I couldn't
80s,
name the
like
name of.
Jason Meets Manhattan pictures. If anything that you can use that you add to it that describes your personality, then what we do is we look through your mood board. We kind of decide what kinds of different vibes and feels you want. Then what we'll do is that I help you kind of decide what you want to do with your outfits. Then what we will have is we'll have a styling day after we've talked about it. You will literally bring your closet over. I've had bins of shoes and clothes. They will be laying all over the place. We will look through. Some people like to get additional outfits. You do not have to do that. You'd be amazed at what we can find in your closet. We will pick outfits based on some of those feels, based on some of the locations that we're going to go to. We'll talk about finalizing outfits based on those things that you picked. So that way you won't have to worry about what kind of clothes you're going to get. We will look through those. We will pick locations. All that kind of stuff will be taken care of. And a lot of what you want to do will also mean what kind of things you want to do with your hair. Like you might want it straightened, you might want it curled, you might want it partially up, but you might want to have the ability to take it down so your hair looks different in a couple of photos. Those are all things that we are going to go over. So you will hopefully not have to worry about, and all of your questions will get there. And we try to make sure I do it in a way that everybody's personality, you will be able to see everybody's personality when you see their photos. It'll be like, yes, that is her. Anybody? Good? Okay. If you have any questions, Kyle, what do you want now?
First shoot is the 25th?
Tentatively, yes.
Okay. And then you're going to want to know from people who wants makeup, right?
I will
For
be,
Emily count so she knows how many and that kind of stuff.
whenever it gets close to shoots, I will always be shooting out communications via email most of the time because it's easiest for me. And I will also put in our group board, hey, you have an email, go check your inboxes. And it'll be, all right, we're doing this shoot. I want you to start thinking about what shoots you want. You can send me an email telling me, okay, this is my level. These are the creative shoots I want to do. And then you will let me know at that time if you think you'll want hair and makeup. It's okay if you change your mind and you want to add it later. Yes, you can. Just so I can give Emily a final number on the day of the shoot. And I can tell you what time to be here ahead of time to do your hair and makeup before we go. Shoots are usually hours. Just so you're aware to plan accordingly. Getting ready sometimes takes a couple hours depending on what the shoot is. Some shoots, you're already ready to go for the most part, and it can go quickly, but sometimes it can be long. So please prepare accordingly for shoots. But all this stuff, I try to make sure I send you reminder emails, upcoming emails, day before emails, day after emails. It's like, I try to stay in communication as much as I can so that way everybody knows what's happening. Ta-da! Feel free to have water and snackage. That's why it's there. Eat it. If you would like to hear more about the Iceland trip, it'll probably take like 10 minutes. You can stay for that. Or if you're good